you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code,
summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing a schedule,
and responding to Jim's long emails. Leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC at dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
Tomorrow night, live on NBC and Peacock, the Oregon Ducks
Spectacular!
take on the Penn State Nittany Lions
With a massive play.
It's the Whiteout in Happy Valley, under the lights in prime time.
This house is rocking.
Don't miss Big Ten Saturday night, tomorrow, 7 Eastern, live on NBC and Peacock. Here comes Saturday night.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind: to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-887-1010. That's 800-887-1010. 800-887-1010.
The free iHeartRadio app makes your car radio jealous.
Live radio presets, lyrics for songs, and the most podcasts on the planet.
Plus, it all fits in your pocket.
Your car radio can't do that.
Make sure the free iHeartRadio app is on your smartphone now.
The #1 app for radio.
It's Football Friday, presented by your local Twin Peaks Lodge.
Starting Monday, why not get paid? You could win $1,000, $1,000 just by listening. The winning happens every weekday with Bonus Bucks. Just listen for the nationwide keyword, and when you hear it, enter it on our website, foxsports940.com.
1-1. He might have hit one out of the ballpark there. Out to right and deep. Second deck. He squared the bunt 2 pitches ago. And Kyle Stowers rips number 16 into the seats. Tied at 1, bottom 2.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
Pitch to Connor Norby. He drills out to right center and deep. Freelick back. Track wall. It is gone. Connor Norby. He's getting right. 1-1 pitch. That one hammered out to left center field and deep. Martian Rojas back. They're looking up, and it's gone. Wag attack. A 2-run homer.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
There is no place like home. Nice job, Ahmed. Welcome. We are live from Lone Depot Park in Miami. It's the first game here in the 305 in 12 days. You are listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio, Fox Sports 940 Miami. It's game 160 of 162. 3 games remain. It is closing weekend here in Miami, and unfortunately yesterday, the Fish were eliminated from any potential October baseball. But there's a ton to play for this weekend. 1, for pride, to put a cherry on top of a major step in the right direction, a 15-win improvement from last year. And 2, to play spoiler. The Marlins will have a huge say on who will secure that final National League wildcard spot, and who other to ruin a season than your division rival, the New York Mets. It is game 1. We are pumped to bring it to you of a 3-game set between your 77 and 82 Miami Marlins and the 82 and 77 New York Mets. Brandon Sproat, a Florida native and former Gator, will make his 4th start of the season and his most important of his life. He will go opposite Sandy Alcantara, who will take the ball for the final time this season. Sandy has been awesome over the last 6 weeks. He's 4-1 with a 2.70 ERA in his 7 starts. We will get going at 7:10 tonight. per usual, the final Friday night game at Lone Depot Park right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Friday night with Jack McMullen and Gabby Sanchez. I'm Steven Strom. We have a wonderful show for you ahead. We will go the distance. We thank you for your participation, again, as we set the stage for Game 1 between these two NL East teams. We'll begin where both teams are at. We'll then get Clayton McCullough on, and usually we interview Clayton, the Marlins manager, before every series, Game 1. This time, Clayton asked us, hey, can I interview you and Jack? You got it, Clayton. We'll hear from Clay in segment 2. We'll get you at the count with Sproat and Sandy. Jack and Gabby will jump in for segment 4, storylines, X-Poll question today at Marlins Radio, and Steve's guarantee to victory. Let's start with the New York Mets. They just took 2 out of 3 from the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. So the Mets enter their final series with Miami with a 1-game lead over the Reds for the final National League wild card spot. Any combination of 3 Mets victories and Reds losses this weekend would clinch a postseason berth for New York. Let's hear Carlos Mendoza, Mets manager, after the series win against the Cubs, and also being well aware Miami will pose a big-time challenge.
You got 3 more. You feel good, obviously. It was a good series win here against a really good team that is already in the playoff. We faced some really good arms. That's a good lineup as well. So you walk away from this series feeling good, obviously. But you still got to go out there and take care of business in Miami, you know. We're in this position, but like you mentioned, you know, we're still in control.
Crazy to think the New York Mets were 21 games over 500 on June 12th of 2025. For the Marlins, you know, it's hard not to get emotional talking about this team season. Let's take a step back for a moment if you can. Go back to February. And what people around baseball were saying about this team, this coaching staff, and what the experts were predicting. 2025, whether you like it or not, is going to go down as the biggest building block of the Peter Bendix era. Live ABs the first day of spring. No, really? Pitch designs. What is that? Constant shuffling of the lineup. You got to keep your 1 to 9 consistent. Running on contact. What are they doing? Calling pitches from the dugout. It's all worked. Kyle Stowers, his emergence, the position switch of Otto Lopez and Xavier Edwards, Augustin Ramirez. The list goes on and on. And yesterday I mentioned it, the Marlins were eliminated from postseason contention, but it took until game 160 of the season. Marlins fans finally have something to hold on to and look forward to. But for Clayton McCullough today, the task at hand is playing spoiler. And it starts with Sandy Alcantara, who has beaten the Mets in each of his starts against them this season. Here was Clayton earlier today on playing the role of spoiler.
Plus, it's on our end, it's finish what you started. I think, you come out this season, and for people to say, well, this game doesn't matter, that's some one of the most ignorant questions I think I've ever heard, because of major league players, every game matters, right? I mean, careers are on it. Like us as a team, we want to go out every night and win as many games as we can. And we've certainly been watching the Mets and their results lately as we have been trying to push ourselves, into a postseason picture. And now we know that Sunday ends our season. And I guess would love nothing more than next week the Mets be watching games from the same place we will be.
How about that? Marlins manager Clayton McCullough. You heard him there. You'll hear him on the other side of the break. We'll step away for 2 minutes. We'll get Clayton. He will interview Jack and myself. We're playing baseball at 7:10, game 1 of this 3-game set. Final series of this regular season in 2025. Marlins on Deck continues right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
And especially with a guy that can spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up. And that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine. And man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. He is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head-first dive is in. Duran's 0-2 is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with one away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score. And the right fielder, Kepler, will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for one. And there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is that all-important second run. Plate. 0-1. That one line into right center field. That will not get down. Castellanos slides to make the.
In USA, restrictions apply.
Well, welcome into Marlins on Deck. Take it from here. Clayton McCullough gonna take the reins of the show here.
Yeah, we're getting ready for a big 3-game series with the Mets this weekend to wrap things up. And before we get into this series and the previews, I'm going to take this time to do some interviewing of myself with my good friends Jack and Steven. So I'll start with you, Jack.
Okay.
What is about this job that you love and excites you the most?
So I would say interacting with the manager on a daily basis is probably number one for me.
Yeah.
You know what? This is the game we grew up in love with, right? This is the game that we grew up. I grew up watching Mark Burley's perfect game, and then I grew up watching Sammy Sosa hit home runs for the Cubs. And I said, I just want to have a little piece of that pie. I just want to be a little bit involved, and this is a way to be a little bit involved here. I can't pitch for you. I can't hit for you. But you know what? If I can talk for the Miami Marlins, I feel really good about that.
Great. And Steven, was there someone growing up or as you've gotten into the industry that a personality that you kind of gravitated towards and somewhat wanted to emulate your style?
Great question, number one. Number two, Christopher Mad Dog Russo. And I was fortunate enough to listen to him my entire life. That's how I got into this. My dad and I used to listen to Mike and the Mad Dog on WFAN in New York from 3 to 6:30. I used to come home. He used to be lifting. He had a little mini office where he had, of course, his computer, but he had a weight room. When I would come downstairs in the basement after school, I would always hear it on the boombox, and we would sit, we would listen. I go to college. My first internship is with Christopher Mad Dog Russo. I know some baseball people don't like him, but I love him because he pokes his audience. Passion, opinion, knowledge, and entertainment.
Yeah, I love the energy that he has, right? And so I'll stay with you for a second. Okay, another one. You're around our team all season long.
Yeah.
And you spend a lot of time around us. As you look back on the 25 season, what are some of your takeaways from what you've witnessed behind the scenes as well as what's going on the field?
Being aggressive isn't reckless. I think that there has been so many taboo things for baseball tradition. Day one going live ABs, pitch designs, running on contact all the time. I think some of the new ideas that you guys said you were going to do, you actually did them. And I think there's a different way to play baseball. And that's what I've taken away from the baseball side of things, is that these new things that you guys, and even the pitch calling from the dugout, it has been not only awesome to cover it, but to have an organization that is willing to actually say they're going to do it and go through with it, no matter what people think or what the results might say early on. You guys have done it. That's what I've enjoyed the most.
Very thoughtful.
Yep.
Chad, it's a big night tonight. Whenever Sandy is pitching, it's a big night. And we are last Friday of the regular season. We have Sandy Alcantara on the mound. What do you hope to see out of Sandy tonight? And before we go there, what has this season shown you about Sandy Alcantara?
Sandy is as tough as really any starting pitcher in baseball mentally. Emotionally, he's a tough guy. And I feel like that's what I've taken away from sitting up in our perch watching Sandy throw. 31 times, now 32 times this year. This guy was on the mountaintop in 2022. In 23, it was a tiny step down, and then he doesn't throw for a year. So he comes back. It was an amazing spring training. I feel like people forget he didn't allow an earned run in spring training, so everybody was expecting him to be that 22 Sandy again. What happens when you're not? And he wasn't for a little bit there, but the resilience that he showed and his ability to come out the other side, that's been the thing that just told me this guy might be the toughest pitcher in Major League Baseball. In terms of what he's going to do tonight, beat the Mets,
count leverage, win the race to 2 strikes. Pre-2K, execute with 2 strikes, and we'll be good.
Wow, you incredible. I'll say thank you. And this year for me has been a lot of firsts. I couldn't be more appreciative of both Jack and Steven for how professional they were this year. And I know they brought a very exciting and intelligent perspective on Marlins baseball this year. And I'd like to thank them both. And hope we have a good one this weekend.
And give us we'll be back in 2 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
And we'll be back in 2 minutes, Marlins Radio.
Staples, that was easy.
So my sandwich shop was opening in a week, and I needed signage.
A week is plenty of time.
And especially with a guy that can spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. He is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2. Is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with one away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score, and the right fielder Kepler will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for 1, and there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is that all-important second run.
Plate.
Compatible unlocked device and a new line of service. Additional terms apply.
This is Clayton McCullough here, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, thank you so much, Clayton McCullough. Man, that was such an awesome spot. It has been an absolute privilege to cover what Clayton McCullough has been able to do this season. And you heard it in his voice. The guy is just salt the earth type of person. And he's done a phenomenal job along with the coaches. Marlins 77-82. They won 62 games last year. They tied the 3rd largest win improvement in Marlins history. And they still got a chance. They still got a chance at 80, folks. You never know. Again, Sandy Alcantara, Brandon Sproat on this Friday night from Lone Depot Park. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and Gabby Sanchez have your call at 7:10. Gabby and Jack will actually join me in the next segment. Zach Letson in the house as well. It is a what is expected going to be an awesome weekend at Lone Depot Park, and it starts with Brandon Sproat and Sandy Alcantara. So let's get you out of the count. We'll start here with Sproat, 6'3", 215-pound, 25-year-old righty. This is a big guy, 2023 second-round pick of the Mets. Sprout is part of this 3-headed monster that the Mets believe that they have in Nolan McLean and Jonah Tong. Sproat debuted on September 7th against the Cincinnati Reds. He's 0-1 with a 3.94 ERA, 16 combined innings pitched, 15 Ks to 6 walks. He didn't factor on Friday against the Nationals. He gave up 4 runs in the 3rd inning, 42 of his 71 pitches for strikes, but his line didn't really reflect the way he pitched it. Jose Siri tried to make a play. I thought watching that game that this wasn't going to be a situation where Sproat was going to get the earned runs. I thought that was just going to be unearned, but he kind of got his line doesn't look or reflects as he pitched against the Washington Nationals on Friday, but still the line is the line. Sproat will feature a sinker, a sweeper, a curveball, a changeup, a four-seamer, and a slider. The sweeper is his pitch. Sinker will sit about 95 miles per hour. Again, this is a guy who's made 3 starts, but the Mets are holding a lot of faith in this young man that he can come through in a big spot. TBD for the Mets tomorrow. Sean Manaea, you don't know about him. You don't know about Clay Holmes. So, again, this is a big-time game, and you got to take it game by game if you're New York Mets and you're trying to sneak into the playoffs. I wouldn't say sneak in. Hold on. Sandy Alcantara, 30-year-old right-hander, will make his 31st and final start of 2025. 10-12, a 5.48 ERA. 167 and 2/3 innings pitched this season. 139 Ks to 55 walks. You're in the win on Thursday. So this guy's on 8 days of rest. He pitched against Colorado in Denver, allowed 3 runs on 5 hits over 6 2/3. He was 1 out away from logging his 5th, 7th inning outing over his last 6 starts. Over his last 6, a 2.88 ERA. He has been awesome as of late. He's really shown a strong finish to 25. This will be his 3rd start against the Mets this season. He has a 2.25 ERA over 12 frames. He faced him on August 31st at Citi Field, and he faced him April 1st here at Lone Depot Park. Spro, Alcantara, they will feature our matchup on the mound on Friday night at 7:10. We'll break. We'll get Gabby on. He's played the role of spoiler before. We'll get his thoughts, plus Jack McMullen, on what we can expect from Sandy's last start here in 2025. We're back in 2 on the Marlins Radio Network.
Step up to, especially with a guy that can spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. Is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2 is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with 1 away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score, and the right fielder Kepler will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for 1, and there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is